Guys, this is my 2005 limited Michael Schumacher edition. It's been a while since I posted a video about the Schumacher edition, but it's time to prepare this car for a road trip or a vacation to Italy. But I'm a bit nervous because it's over 1,000 kilometers and I've never driven that far with a project car like this. But I'm not nervous about the reliability of the car, I'm nervous about the comfort side of the car. You know, the 3-door version was not really made for comfort like the 5 doors or the multi-wagon. So I had to come up with a solution for my little girl that needs to sleep in the back of the car. The solution is I installed the leather seats from my 5-door into a 3-door car. Online you read that the 5-door interior does not fit into the 3-door version of the Stilo. I didn't believe it. It would be cheaper for Fiat to install just to create one mold for the car, and that is what they did, because I removed the back seat and I found those rubber parts like this that go into here. So I removed them and I found out that those holes are the same as the 5 doors. So basically, if you have a 5-door and you need a new interior but you can't find it, you can use also the 3-door seats, because mounting holes are the same in the 5-door and in the 3-door. So I installed the leather seats from my 5-door into this 3-door car, and basically I can create more room in here, don't mind the mess, and also my child can sleep better. Let me show you. So look at the difference in trunk space. This is the leather seat from the 5-door. Those are the original seats which you can't move. I move this one forwards, or if I want, all the way back, which creates much more space. I removed the front seats and all the rear fabric. I'm gonna install some sound deadening over here while I'm installing the new seats, because I got some spare sound deadening left from my other project car. So yeah, I clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna install the rest of the sound deadening and the rear seats from the 5-door. Let's go. So I got some spare kill mat left, and also Neuco. They probably all do the same, so I'm gonna install them crisscross all over the place and we'll see what happens. It's pretty light, to be honest. It's, yeah, as you can see, it just does not really do anything weight related, so that's good. Simply remove the plastic and just install it on some random place. I have to be careful because this part is for the rear seats from the 3-door version. This is for the 5-door rear seats again. So yeah, let's go. So I installed the sound deadening. It's not the most professional way, but I'm a bit of on time limit at the moment. Yeah, I'm leaving to Italy in 2 days, so yeah, I'm gonna install the rear seats. It won't probably do much, but hey, I got it as a spare, so why not use it? Let's go. As you can see, I installed the rear seats. Look at the difference in space which you can achieve with just sliding the rear seats. As you can see, everything is in place. It all meshes pretty good. This side has to be adjusted, but that's fine. But look. The cool thing about this is when you sit down, look at the difference in space. So yeah, time to install the rest, radio, etc. It's time to remove the original radio. So I'm using one of those little parts. Just insert them and it just comes out like this. It's the same for the Blaupunkt CD player. So this is the brand new radio for the 5-door or my other project on this channel. But for the holidays I wanted to test it and see how it works. Yeah, this radio is just all temporary, same with the leather seats, etc. This one is for my other projects. I got it from a famous Chinese supplier. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic. Everything is pre-made for this car, all the wiring, etc. So let's install it. And I forgot the antenna. It's in the other car. Let me get it. But first, let's see if it turns on. Well guys, the radio is in. I didn't do much with the fitment over here because I'm only using it for around 10 days. Just for the holiday. I want this car to be original as possible, so the original radio will go back in. Just let me show you that everything is working. Radio. As you can hear, everything is working properly. It's pretty quick also. So just go to apps, navigation. As quick as that. The reason why I chose this radio is because it looks pretty much the same as the original nav radio that came with the car 20 years ago. So that was the whole reason. I could buy a cheaper version, but I went for the more expensive version. If you want to know the price, including shipping, I paid 300 euros for this radio. Yeah. Anyways, I got a good navigation for the holidays. That was the whole plan. Well guys, it's been 1.5 years since I last did anything to the engine, so let's see how bad it is. Well guys, on first sight it's still looking pretty good, to be honest. The headlights are still brand new, can't complain about that. The rest of the engine bay looks pretty clean. It could use a little touch up. The coolant, it could use a little coolant, but I didn't change or add any coolant in the last 1.5 years. Same with the brake fluids. It's new brake fluids. It's been there for 1.5 years. Yeah, it dropped a little, maybe because of the brakes. I don't know. The rest of the engine bay is looking clean and still looking very nice and dry, which is important. This part of the engine bay on any other 2.4 it will be dirty, and as you can see in between those plastic, it's still looking very, very good and clean. Same on this side. It's a little bit dark. Let me see if I can brighten it up. As you can see, everything is still clean. Same in here. Come on, focus. All dry, guys. It's looking perfect. Let's check underneath the car. Obviously dirty, which is okay, but there are no leaks. Same with the sump, all still looking clean. Obviously a little bit dirty because there is no cover, but after 1.5 years I can't complain. So let's check the oil and see how the level is. I haven't added oil in a very long time, so yeah. So it needs a little bit more than 1/2 liter, so not bad after a year. So it's time to fill up the oil. I'm just gonna add 1.5 liter. I'm gonna check it in 20 minutes later to see what the level is, because I don't want to overfill it, of course. Well, you can't see it, but everything is looking pretty good, to be honest. We're gonna fill it up. I'm using Emperor 10W60 Racing. Yeah, it's a good oil. As you can see, I hardly ever have to fill it up, but that's also because I did everything new on the engine. So when I come back from the holidays, we are going to do a full service on the car. We're going to do all the filters, the same Vallejo oil filter. I don't even believe that they are making oil filters. It's probably Mahler or something like that. And I'm gonna use Motul 10W60 when I get home. Just checking the levels at the moment, because I don't want to overfill it. There's approximately 3.5 liters still left. Just checking again. Three left. Everything is still clean, which is important. I also filled up the coolant. Anyways, some parts are still looking great, as you can see. Nothing corroded. I painted it. I first sandblasted it and then painted it, so it's still looking nice. The only thing that's not working on this car is the air conditioning. It's working for a while and then it just won't cool again. So there's a leakage over here. I got the UV glasses, etc. I ordered it, so that will be here tomorrow. Not sure if I'm gonna record it, but anyways, I can fill up the air conditioning for a while. So I got a few cans to take on with me on holiday, so that will be great. I need to fill up this one. It's almost empty. Yeah, overall, guys, this car is very reliable, but it all depends on how you maintain the car. As you can see, I take great care of this car. I want to keep it that way because I want to enjoy it, and also when I'm selling it, the next owner will enjoy it also. Next thing I need to do is clean it. I wanted to make it shine on Italy, so yeah, let's go. And so the 12-hour journey to Italy began, and the first country that we crossed was Germany.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy.
And of course I had to do a little tunnel action, just downshifting all the way to the third gear. One of many stops. I'm pretty tired, as you can see. I didn't sleep, drove for a lot of hours. We are somewhere in Germany. Five more hours to go and then we are in Italy. The car is doing absolutely fine. We went on this trip at 9 o'clock in the evening. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning and I only had to stop for gas for one time.
I'm just gonna drive.
And the next country that we crossed was Austria.
I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
We also crossed the Fern Pass, which was very, very high up in the air.
I'm just gonna drive. Wherever we go, we're taking control. The future is ours now. The road never ends, it's me and my friends. These are the good times. And I'm feeling like I could go on forever. And I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. The feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
In September 2021 I bought this car for 500 euros. It had a bad engine, it was water damaged and the car came literally in pieces. I started to strip it down and rebuild the car outside on my driveway, even in the rain. And I fully rebuilt the engine with brand new parts. Everything was sandblasted and painted, And again, I did it all outside in my spare free time. And of course, the first start was a very happy moment. Then I even made it to the Autoblog, which is a famous page in the Netherlands. But that journey that took a very long time brought me back to Italy, where it all started. That's where the car was made. And I spent my holiday in Sirmione, which is the south of Lake Garda, making precious moments and memories with my beautiful daughter and my girlfriend. So guys, get on the tools and learn it yourself. Buy a scrap car and just take it apart and you will live and learn. I did it, and it took me to this beautiful place in Italy with my own project car, making precious moments with my daughter. Thank you, Italy. I had a very great time. Well guys, after driving almost 3,000 kilometers with my Fiat Stilo, I made it safely home all the way from Italy. The trip didn't really go without any problems at all. There were a few issues. Let me show you what went wrong with the car on my way to Italy. So, one of the faults that happened on my trip to Italy was the sunroof. It was all working when I left, but I had this one open for the fresh air. But as you saw in the video, it rained in Germany and in Austria. It was pretty heavy rain, and because I had it all open, I think water and moisture etc. came in here, and this part couldn't open much more. So this part has to go all the way up, then this part can go slide all the way back to there. So what I did, and I shouldn't have done that, I closed it. This part closed and didn't want to open again. And the main reason is that the sun screen that is covering the windows is all the way over there. It came loose from the two black pins that go all the way, that slide forward. So it went back all the way in there, and I can't reset the roof unless I fix the sunscreen. So I need to do that. So what I did in Italy is I removed the panel like this, and I use an Allen key, or if you are Dutch we call it inbus, and I put it in here and I use it counterclockwise. Then this part will open and I could use the sunroof. So it was a bit of a mess, to be honest, but hey, it happens. I had a good holiday, that's the most important part. Another thing that stopped working on the way back to the Netherlands is the lock. The door can't lock anymore. Yeah, right. It happens. The car is almost 20 years old, so yeah, it's just worn. It can happen. Doesn't matter. Let me show you. I'm using the key. Close. You hear it, but nothing happens. Open. Nothing happens. On the other side, let me show you. I'm gonna close it right now. It's not gonna close right now because the door is open. So let's check under the bonnet and see how the oil is. I'm not sure. Let's see. So 3,000 kilometers and everything is still looking perfect. The coolant is still between the min and the maximum. The coolant is expanding. The engine is still a little bit warm, so it's fine. I'm not gonna do anything about it. The rest of the engine still looks very clean. No leaks. Everything is fine. The brake fluid, I didn't do anything with it, but there are no leaks either. So I probably did something wrong 1.5 years ago. Maybe I didn't fill it up all the way to the max, something like that. The oil, I can't check it right now. The engine is still warm, but I had a pit stop all the way in Ingolstadt. This is the south of Germany on the way back, so that's over 2,000 kilometers. I checked the engine oil, and the oil was all the way to the max. So I didn't have to add any oil after 2,000 kilometers. I didn't do anything after that pit stop, so there's no oil being added. We are over 3,000 kilometers and everything is still the same. So the engine is not using any oil, so that's great. So overall guys, just 2 little mistakes with the car, nothing serious. It's very reliable. I had a very great holiday. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.